What's going on, Capricorn? Hope you're doing well. So, we're going to do a spread and we're going to see what your blockage is. We're going to, see what is it that motivates you, what's your intention, basically your manifestation. We'll see what's going on with you. Keep in mind that you can have any Capricorn placement. It's not just for your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus. It can be for any placement. Keep in mind we all do have a house that occupies Capricorn, even if you don't have any planet placements. All right, what's going on? What's up with our Capricorns? Speak of the devil. What's going on? And I don't know about you guys, if you're feeling this energy pick up with thoughts, communication, energy. I have a massage booked today, an 85-minute massage. We're not going for an hour. We want as long as we can get. My whole back is in knots from system overload because my Gemini is my rising, my moon, and I have it with my south node. Man, we are picking up fast. Let me know. Are you feeling it? It is intense. And for me, it's like I get like a deer in headlights because it's like you'll have 5 things come at you at one time and you're like, well, yeah, a couple of them are really important. So you're trying to multitask. It's a lot. All right. What's going on for Capricorn? Sun. 9 of Swords. Moon. This is a moon cycle. Knight of Cups. Well, my friend, you just want to be happy. You're trying to have a positive life, you could be not only being happy and wanting to be positive, but you could also be at a point where you're like, maybe there's a truth you want to see, right? The sun is about shining light, when the sun comes up, you can see everything that's going on. Your blockage, you've got the 9 of Swords. So you've got anxiety, you're not sleeping well, there could be something you're working through that's, related to some kind of trauma. This with the moon, it does feel like, which is interesting, I just noticed, you've got the sun and the moon. Because the first card down is like, what's your intention? What's your motivation? This card is about the breakdown, the more of the details. So, like I was saying, the sun can be about wanting to see the truth. At the same time, you're trying to be positive. The moon is, well, is there a secret? Is there an illusion? Is there something you're not seeing about a situation? Now, the full moon, right, is, I think you're gonna, this is about what you can be recognizing. Are you going to be successful? Are you going to be able to celebrate what it is that you want with the sun? And you've got the Knight of Cups. So, this can be about a romantic situation. It can be about something you have feelings for. we're going to have to dig in. It can be different for everybody, but you definitely are trying to remain positive and you want to cut through the truth, but there's your blockages. You're too anxious over it. So let's get a little more. Let me go to this deck real quick. Tell me about the sun for Capricorn. You know, maybe somebody's hiding something from you. A secret that you're trying to, maybe you feel you know is there and you want to find out what this is. What is the sun? Yeah, there's the Queen of Swords. It's the insight, gaining the insight. You know, it's also knowing the truth. You may already feel or know this. Two of Swords. Yeah. The Knight of Cups again. You know, this feels like you could be dealing with somebody that is stuck. Maybe there's something that they don't want to see with the Two of Swords. They themselves are stuck between whether they want to move forward with you, and that's the truth you're trying to get to. Okay? You know, you're like, are we moving forward? Are we going somewhere with this situation? Again, it feels a little bit like it's a romantic situation, but you can place, you know, you can have love for family, you can have love for friends, you know, you can have love for, you know, just somebody in your life that you care about. And maybe it's, you know, you know the truth, but also at the same time you're trying to get to the truth. It's almost as if it's a feeling of you're trying to prove what you already know is happening here. So what is this Nine of Swords? Which is why the blockage is here. You know, you're in a lot of, you know, anxiety because you're not getting what's hidden, you know, is what's being hidden. Is this person hiding something from me? Nine of Swords, give me more. Three of Cups. Yeah, you know, that's about coming together, getting together. Are we going to meet up? Are we going to go out? Are we going to see each other? You know, are they going to say yes to me asking them out on a date? There's the Six of Swords. Yeah, you want to know, like you're tired of sitting in a state of not knowing. Are we moving forward? Like I said, you know, are we going to be happy? Are we going to move forward? Is this a positive thing? you know, but you don't know. And that's what you want to do. You know, it feels like it's a difficult time between you and whoever this person is. There's the Queen of Cups. You want to know, are they going to open up to you emotionally? So you both can move on from this stuck feeling. More so you. Because it's your blockage. You know, so you want to know, is this person going to open up to you emotionally? Are they going to accept it, an offer of going out, you know, moving to the next level? You know, are we gonna get together? And your mind is all tore up, you know, with anxiety and not sleeping, because you don't know if your mind isn't at rest, because you don't know if you're going to come together with somebody. So what's the moon then? This might be where it gets good. You know, is there a secret that you don't know? Is it all an illusion in your head? Maybe this person's just caught up and they're busy. What is this moon? Eight of Wands. Two of Wands. Well, so there is a decision that's going to be made. So it's almost as if right before the full moon, confirmation, thank you, there's going to be communication that picks up. There's going to be progress being made forward. So your progress in this situation is going to happen before the full moon. Now, I cannot guarantee you that's going to be the full moon on the 31st. You have to remember, everybody is on a different timeline. But for some of you, absolutely. So where are we at now? So by, what is today's date? I don't even know what today's date is. I should know. May 23rd. I would say, yeah, by this, any time between now and the full moon on the 31st, you're going to start to see that there's progress. There's going to be communication picking up. There's going to be active planning for coming together. So I think that you might be overthinking or getting a little caught up in your head that this isn't going to come together with whoever this person is. And that's going to come out. You're overthinking this. What is this Knight of Cups for the full moon? Either they're coming towards you, or you're going to be able to go towards them. Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's the Tower. this is going to come in suddenly. So yeah, Page of Cups. Ooh. Strength. Yeah, this person's, I don't know who this is in your life that you're hoping to be able to go out on a date with, go to the next level, just meet up again because you haven't seen each other for a while. This person's just been busy, and it's going to, there's been a lot going on in their life, and they've needed all of their energy and time to focus on what's been going on in their life that's been so busy. People's schedules are picking up. I'll tell you, just this week myself, which is why I need to go get a massage, because the only way for me to literally shut down is to go somewhere sometimes and be forced. And I hate to say that, but I know myself, just like with the braces. That's why I didn't do Invisalign. I know myself. The first couple of days I would have popped the Invisalign out. I never would have used them, right? You got to know yourself. And this person didn't have, and I think there's going to be maybe even an apology about, hey, sorry I didn't get back with you. And it's going to come in quickly around the full moon. Now, that full moon is a blue moon, and it's about second chances, second opportunities. It's, the saying, once in a blue moon. And so it's going to be very quick that this person's able to come in and explain, hey, I've had a lot going on. My schedule's been a little hectic. All of our schedules have been. I'm sure even yours has been. And there might be a little bit of an apology on maybe even both ends on why, hey, I haven't had time to get back with you, or I've had, here's why I've had to postpone plans to go out with you. I'm now able to get my schedule worked out to where, I can balance everything. And, you're overthinking the situation is what's happening here. So let's go to this. I hate these braces. I feel like I'm lisping hard. Let's go to my emotional card deck. So I want to pull, what is your current emotions right now? And what is this person's current emotions right now? That might help you. Exhaustion. Exactly. 9 of Swords. You're wearing yourself out mentally. You're mentally exhausted. You're overthinking the situation. And it's wearing on you physically, mentally. So you need to, this is what's saying is right now, you need to take a rest, right? Like me. I know what I need to do. I need to go get me a massage, right? It's going to be different for everybody on what you do. Take a nap. Go to bed early. Meditate. Go out for a walk. Go to the gym. Something that's going to lower your mind and anxiety right now over this situation. You have to be careful, because if you're too over anxious and have too much anxiety, your energy will push this person away, and you don't want that. But rest assured, progress is being made. Communication is going to pick up. You're going to be able to make plans with this person. And again, this is going to come in quick around the full moon. But right now, you need to do something to rest, relax. What about Capricorn's person? What's their current emotions? Wisdom. You know, this feels like they understand that you're worried, that it's like they get that you're a little over anxious about the situation and meeting up and getting together. Again, like I said, you know, people can pick up on other people's energy. So they're probably feeling it. So, you know, maybe it's the way you're coming across when you text them, or, you know, maybe you're reaching out too much, or it's the way you're asking the questions on, you know, hey, do you want to get together? Are we going to get together? You know, they're picking up on it, I think, which is why they're at a point to where they know they need to move a little quicker with plans and maybe make a final decision on a day you're going to get together or what you're going to do. They're picking up on it. So I think that's why they come rushing in quickly and explain to you, hey, this is what's been happening in my life. So let's get you a moon card and close this out. Your blockage is you not getting enough rest and getting your mind off of what, you know, why they haven't been able to get together with you as soon as you would like. You know, everybody does have responsibilities, and they are picking up, and we are, you know, all learning new things right now. We're all learning how to communicate in a new way as well. Waxing gibbous moon. Expansion, confidence, adjustment, preparation. Yeah, a time of expansion and adjusting with growing confidence, propelling you towards your goals. Exactly, and the strength is here, which is about confidence. I think you just need to have more confidence in this person, in this situation, and know that they have feelings for you. They would like to see you. They would like to get together with you. But you, my friend, you know, you have to adjust just like they're adjusting their schedule. So you need to just have more patience and get out of your head. All right, Capricorn, I hope that was helpful. Much love and light. I will talk to you on the next one.